comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks out. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On first down, right back to Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Presley. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun on third down. Presley. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
That's good for a Jets first down.
Looking to throw. Presley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle. Skirts by him at the 35. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Hall again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
3 yards.
You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 16 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Running right, here's Achane. And he stopped immediately there. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now 2nd and 9. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well.
Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard.
Back to throw. Presley. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Jets, 1st down.
Give to Hall running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Presley. And check down complete to Hall. And he goes out right around the 39.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's Tua. Out route to Hill, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
That wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. That's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating for the gun, Presley. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Presley. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Achane gets it from the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Achane. Gets around him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
9-yard gain on the play.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That one taken in by Corley. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard
Back
line.
to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Straight ahead is Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Presley. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
brings up third and
Back to
6.
throw. Presley throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the 27-yard line.
Going right back to Wilson. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might...
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got an open man finding Hill on the comeback route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Final 3 weeks of the season are already upon us, and I'll come out and say it. It's when playoff teams become also-rans, and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Josh Jacobs. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Packers are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's David Montgomery. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Lions, one of the hottest teams in the NFL, looking for a 7th straight win, and they lead here at the break. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals hosting the New York Giants. And it's Jackson Dart. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Giants on top in this one at halftime. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around.
He's got him in. Complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
Jason Sanders.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Ball again on second down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Presley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Jets, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Presley. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Looking to pass. Tua throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon. And they're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first
They'll
down.
run. Achane. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Jamie Sherwood on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan, and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
My bad.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the
second and 2.
Second and 2.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
18. That's good for a Jets. First down.
Looking to throw. Presley. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll give the Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off play action. Presley checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back to throw. Presley. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mason Taylor from 4 yards out. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Makes the score Jets.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 23. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
second down and a little more than a yard here. Tua going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
Now Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up
throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
First and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
They go play action here on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. This is 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2.
Operating from the gun, Presley. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Mason Taylor. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd
On
and
3rd and
2.
short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York.
The Dolphins take over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, look at the juke. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Presley. Throwing right, and that's complete. 2nd down and a yard.
Complete to number 80. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Presley. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Off the play fake, Presley. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A handoff for Hall. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Miami set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Tua. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. First and 10 here. Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Throwing Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things